Sup guys, Sphinx here with this time a jet fighter that is Messerschmitt 262, the Yabo version, which if I get it right, it means fighter bomber. So Ya from Jäger and Bo, from whatever German name for bomber, which is probably the same or very similar to the English name. Okay, so guess I started recording a bit too early, but I wanted to show you one of the keys to my success in this battle, which was the airspawn. That at least several, I think at least two versions of Messerschmitt 200, no, at least three versions of this jet get. The 50mm cannon one, this one, and the squadron vehicle, if I remember correctly. I also have the squadron vehicle, so you will see it in the future probably. Alright, so the situation is that, as you can see, I've got a complete down tier to 6.0 from 7.0, and I'm going to show you how to go about being fully down tiered with a good jet and not some shit like Heinkel 162, which actually it isn't that bad, but it's very tricky to play, or some Russian early jets. So I'll show you how to utilize it against propeller planes with an airspawn. So first of all, as you can see, I am not going directly for those guys. They were going either this way or this way, but I have gone a bit more to the right. And one more important factor, when you look in these directions, yeah, I have sun behind me. I will utilize this factor soon. Alright, so for now I'm just climbing. So let me fast forward a bit. Alright, earlier on I've made a little bit of turn to diverge even more from them, but now I am going behind them with the sun right behind me in order, well, more like above me, but also behind me, in order to make their pilots fail to notice me on their minimaps. And because they are probably not going to look around this early on in the game, they haven't noticed me yet. By the way, this tactic is very viable for F-84 in early jets as well. But this time I'm just utilizing it against propeller planes. So this Berget is a toast, which is quite fitting because its nickname is Oven Cat for overheating so much. I wanted to get that Berget next, but it seems he realized because he stopped climbing, or either that or he started turning to join the battle there. But I'm not doing that. I did consider it briefly, but it wouldn't be the optimal choice. So in the end, I also hesitated whether or not to engage those guys, but in the end I decided to just engage whoever is the highest, because that is who will be of the highest threat to you. Some propeller planes are very dangerous for jets at this BR, particularly P-51H5. It is extremely good propeller plane, probably even the best propeller plane. I guess some Spitfire versions may be able to give it a run for its money, and TA-152H is marginally weaker. But okay, so in the end I've picked my target, which was that P-51H down there. Not the highest, but they are all fairly low. Unfortunately I missed. This is a big problem with this planes, 30mm cannons, and yeah, be honest, I tend to miss a lot, especially against jets. It's not that bad against propeller planes, but it's really tricky when you want to hit fast-moving targets. Fortunately, however, that is in the end my exploits in this battle, so you don't have to worry about my fails here. It seems like I engaged this P-51 here, and this time it was a success. I got it nicely. I think I wanted to go for that A1H initially, but the P-51 showed up, and I didn't return for that P-51H, that A1H, because of that P-51 there. I noticed him and realized he would be a threat. When you see this kind of propeller plane coming for you, this kind of very good energy fighter, very fast plane, you just have to screw off. Especially since this Yabo isn't spaded. I think I have like half of the modifications related to flight performance, and it's just too slow. Well, you can see it now. I just dove down on the P-51 and I'm going barely over 600. I think I'll, let me see, yeah, I'll get one more kill somewhere on someone, but I don't really remember. Maybe it will be that F2G, yeah, quite probably. So you might have heard it a minute ago, but someone's behind me, some jet. Yep, got that F2G, shot his tail off barely, but did. And unfortunately at this point I'm more or less surrounded, which I didn't know at this point in time. Because while the clouds provided me for cover, unfortunately they also provided cover for my enemies. So this is something you have to take note of when you're flying a jet against propeller planes, or just in any situation really. Yeah, you can hear it somewhere around there. Is that he? Oh, there he is. Yeah, he hasn't noticed me yet, but he was looking for me clearly. But I haven't noticed him, unfortunately. I tried to get that Bearcat, oblivious of that guy on my tail probably until now. And it was too late to dodge. Well, did he get me yet? Yep, he did. Yeah, so to summarize this short episode, when you get a jet, you have to get up your speed and take advantage of it. If your jet can climb well at high speeds, and by high speeds I mean at least this speed as it is now, at least around 400 km per hour, then do so. If it doesn't, or if you don't have airspawn, so for example, in case of such planes like Heinkel 162, what you want to do is not to climb at all, but stick to the ground and employ exactly the same tactics I have used just now, but against the first wave of enemy planes down low, that is attackers. That's what you want to feast on. Those are the prey that you want to get. Alright, I think that's pretty much it. Remember, just keep your speed high up. This is especially important against propeller planes, and especially important in jet versus jet battles when your jet that you are using has weak turning ability. So for example, Me-262, it's not really a good plane for turning. Alright, so thank you guys for watching, and until the next time.